called Death Wish is a shot-by-shot reenactment of the three key scenes of violence in the 1968 film by the same name, starring Charles Bronson. And it's filmed in a blank soundstage with just me as the substitute for Bronson. And it's a vigilante story about a man who makes a transition from pacifism to cold-blooded killer as a reaction to the urban landscape of New York in the late 60s. And it's recreated in a blank soundstage where I am the substitute for Bronson's character, Paul Kersey, and the subtraction of the landscape of New York, which is such a key element in the film, and of just any sort of geographical reference, I think leads the viewer into this really claustrophobic and psychological space of someone maneuvering through the tropes of cinema. The other piece that I feel the strongest about in this show is called You're Dead, March 19th, 1999. And it is a dramatic, cinematic reenactment of a fight that I was at when I was in high school. I didn't participate, but many of my friends did. And it was a 60-person brawl involving bats and knives. And it was a really traumatic experience for a 16-year-old. And I'm revisiting it now, 9 years later, and sort of restaging the events as I remember them, but still allowing a directorial or artistic influence to enter into the revisiting of history. So it's I think a configuration of objective historical fact and subjective memory and subjective directorial agenda, and it involves I had 27 high school aged theater majors from the high school that I attended, and that all the participants in this melee were from 10 years ago, and so it was a really interesting experiment in how I feel about the event now, and it was all shot with no script, and so it was really based on my own memory merging with my directorial position.